Hello and welcome to Picking Principles. Today I've got the Incubus challenge lock from West Coast Picks. It's a 6-pin lock and I've been fooling around with it quite a bit, and turns out I need a vise for this one. I've not yet opened it, but I figured a few things out, and so I'm going to try and get my first open on camera. So because it's on a vise, I've got to pull it way up here, I guess. Now there's going to be some unorthodox things going on in this attempt. So hopefully I get it open. I'm going to be using top of the keyway with a heavy bar from Sparrows. Of course, because the lock's upside down, it's in the bottom of the keyway. Okay, so what I've learned so far is that I can get into a really, really deep false set. And I've been able to pick out of the false set, but then there's another thing holding me up in the false set. So I've not really been able to get out of it totally. We're going to start here with my Jimmy Long's short hook in 19 thousandths and start at pin 1. And I'm using the heavy bar because I want to use heavy tension. Oh my, I can't even get pin 1. What is going on here? Okay, got pin 1. Nothing on 2. Oh, just went past 3, so maybe got something on 3. Get my long hook. One feels okay. 2. Oh, got a little more on 3. 4. A little click out of 5. A little movement there on the core on 6 as well. Feels like I'm back at pin 1. Then I click out of 1. Well, 1 definitely feels set. 2 springy, 3 springy, 4 springy, 5 springy. Everything's springy. Must have an overset. Let's reset and start again. Heavy tension. Back to pin 1. I think there's a lot of overset traps on this. There we go. Nice click out of the back. All right, let me check pin 1. Again, the reason I keep switching to this deep hook is because I found that pin 1 really needs to be set deep. It clicks a bunch of times, so it might be serrated. There we go, nice click out of one. And I don't think anything else. I hope I didn't overset it. There we go, got a little core rotation there out of 3 possibly. Another click in the back. And another click out of the back. Little counter. No, I think that drop something on that counter. Counter on 2. There we go. Nice little click out of 6, and it feels like it's set. And I don't know if you could tell there, but we moved into a false set. I'm not sure if this is the really deep false set that I'm used to being in, but if you see, I can take my tension completely out without losing anything because I'm way over in a false set. All right, so now let me just do a quick look for what's binding. Feels like I got a couple binders there. What's that, pin 4 maybe give me some counter rotation? So I've been here before, and there we go. Nope, losing my tensioner, and so that's definitely where I need my counter. So I've been here before, and I think it's 2 and 4. I get counter rotation significant on, and depending on how gentle I am getting out of this false set, I drop right back into it. Sometimes I lose it and have to try and fight back for it. Ate my pick. So I'm still in the false set. So anyway, as I was saying, I'll get counter on 2 or 4. And it brings it almost all the way back. And then depending on how well I set it, I drop right back into that false set. But I've yet to be able to pick completely out of it. So here we go. And that's the problem I have. The counter rotation stops right there. So I got to manually do it. There we go. I lost my false set a little bit. Let's see if I can find it and get it back. And like I said, lots of overset traps. So maybe in my counter, I overset, that was pin 2 that I was countering on. Just dropped. There we go. And got my false set, very, very deep false set. Back, and let's see which pin is going to give me counter this time. There it is. didn't set it far enough. So it's going to be a spool. Let's see, what would cause me? Oh, I don't know. There we go. Hallelujah. Woo! Yeah, baby. All right. I have been working and working and working at this lock. I can't believe it just popped open for me. Oh my God. All right, turn off that focus lock. Oh my God. Excuse the camera adjustment here. Woo! All right. I've got a key. Yeah, let's take a look and we'll use the key to gut this. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, so that's 6 right there. See that shiny bit right up here? Catching the light right there. That is pin 1, which is the smallest cut you can imagine. 2, 3, 4, fairly low. 5 and 6 through the roof. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, turn it the right way. Okay. That's a bit sticky. Hear that click? Okay, so take this apart. Might you know what? With that bitting, the amount of time I've spent on this, oh, I'm spinning it. Let's leave this. I'll decide later, I guess. See how long this video is. I'll decide if I'm going to fast forward through. There's the spring. Okay. And let's shim it. All right, that's as far as that's going to go in. Look at that. There's some pin and pin in spot 2 and spot 4. I wonder if that's what's giving me. I've never picked anything pin and pin before. Oh, I can't wait to take a look at these and the pin interactions. I'm going to leave those in for a moment so we can see the pin interactions. All right. Man, I'm still elated. That's the front. Take them out from the front. Pin 1 is serrated with 3 deep serrations. And let's see, get that spring out. It's stubborn. Maybe we don't take out the springs then, I guess. Weaker spring in 2, barely popped out. What would you call that? T-pin? really narrow, whatever it is. Put that up top there. See, it went in like that. All right, let me speed this up. Oh, there's more in there. That's the spring for one. Tiny little copper spring in two. Looks like a tapered pin in three. Another steel spring. Four barely popped out either. Got another one of those. Looks like a push pin. Call it a T-pin. There's going to be a wafer in the bottom of that one too, I'm sure. There we go. And another copper spring, shorter one this time. Good strong spring in five. Let's see what's in this way with the thin end up. Really deep spool. That's the one that was giving me the falset, I think. Looks like a steel spring there. And finally, good strong spring there too, it felt like. Christmas tree. Oh, and a wafer. Oh, because of the bottom. Oh, so not necessarily a strong spring. It's another copper one, but well compressed, I'm guessing. Whew, all right, let's take a look in there. I don't see anything in the Bible. Okay, so let's just see real quickly. Oh, almost dumped them. This is a long video. In comparison to the amount of time it took me to get this, though, certainly not long. Okay. Ah, I can see, maybe you can too. Look at those chambers. I'll show that after I empty everything out. Oh, wait a second, those wafers don't go in first. They would be against the springs. So that last one, wafer should not be in there. So this interacts with it like this. Oh yeah, and the thin end was in. Okay, so the T would be up. This is the tapered pin. The taper would be in. Look at that thing move around. Another one with a T, the T would be up. Although you'd think that T would be down to play with that pin and pin, wouldn't you? And then finally like that, let's take a look at, we clearly have a lot of high lift or short pins. And you look at the effect that's having. Look how buried those are. So this one here, the first one, is a Christmas tree. And each of those ridges has all that, what do you call that again? Threading in the core to contend with. Sharp lip on that, threading there as well. Little T-pin. Oh, sorry. No threading there. Tapered pin. No threading there either. Another T-pin with a sharp lip, threading. And finally, this one's buried. The pin is so short. That's why I had to use the deep hook on one. And it's Christmas tree. Or just serrated, not a Christmas tree. And threading in that chamber. All right, let's quickly dump these. Let's see, I want to dump them here so I can see how they come out. That was poor. Threaded key pin. Serrated, I mean, sorry. This is the pin and pin. Looks like a gin or a milk bottle top on that thread. I'll give you a close-up of all these in a moment. Man, oh man, no standard key pins here. All right, that's torpedo. The next pin and pin. Oh, left the pin inside. And with all that threading. Oh, that's not threaded, that's countermilled. I'll show you. Another torpedo pin, key pin in 5. Huh. Well, so this came to me from Lady Locks, and I've seen it on Pickaholics channel and on Albert LaBelle's channel, but I haven't seen them pick it. I just saw that they were in possession of it, and I looked on Lady Locks channel too, and I haven't seen her pick it. So this is the first, to my knowledge, live picking of the Incubus challenge lock from West Coast Picks. Let me grab a thin hook here. Okay, let's take a look inside this core. Let me get some focus going. So you can see threading in chambers 1, 5, and 6. Chamber 2 has definitely got some milling. Oh yeah, under milling there. 3, oh, doing this through the camera. 3's bare. But 4, got a little bit of under milling there as well. Okay. And we saw the pin interactions. So that's probably going to take me a bit to, and different springs for spring strength. Here, let me give you a close-up of that mess, that jumble. I hope you can see everything. There's a pin and pin. That's another pin and pin. So serrated key pin, pin and pin with a gin on top, torpedo pin in 3, another pin and pin with a I guess a half a spool, a sharp lip on the top, torpedo, short torpedo with a deep serration in 5, and then basically the identical pin in 6. Christmas tree driver in 6, really sharp deep spool, kind of looks like a candlestick actually. We got 2 little T-pins in 2 and 4, which have wafers. Oh, forgot to mention the wafer over there. This is a, what do you call it, tapered pin. It didn't really seem to give me too much trouble, but who knows, the other ones gave me so much. And then just a 1, 2, 3 deep serrations in driver pin 1. So, long video, but tough lock. So I guess it's warranted. Well, I'm going to try and put this back together. That's 2 out of the 3 challenge locks that Lady Locks has sent me that I've got picked. And once I get the 3rd, I'm going to send them along. Please leave a comment if you would like them. I've got in my mind who I want to send them to. So heads up there, Jeff and Things. I think you might be getting these unless somebody really wants them. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I still feel great. I'm kind of like on a high. Hope you enjoyed this. Please hit like and subscribe. As always, comments and suggestions are appreciated. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.